Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is Monday Night Raw. We are just 24 hours removed from Bad Blood, and what a big night that one was. Maybe not in terms of all the title matches we saw, maybe, I mean, depends on how you want to talk about that one, but certainly there was huge news regarding the main event of the evening. And we will get into talking about that later on tonight, but here tonight in Cleveland, we have a bit of an interesting show, because right now we don't know the main event. But we're going to start things off a little bit differently here on Monday Night Raw. As you see right there, any second now we are due a phone call from the Raw General Manager, Dauro, Ranallo, and he will talk to us about this plan that he's been having for the longest time regarding the Raw Women's Division. And, oh, my apologies, everyone. I have just been... I don't even get a chance to keep on going here, ladies and gentlemen. I have just been called by the Raw General Manager. Let's let him take things away.
Hello, viewers of Monday Night Raw. It is me, the Raw General Manager and best friend of Lars Sullivan, Dauro Ranallo. And, sorry I can't be here on Raw tonight. I've had a bit of a awkward situation. I'd rather not go into it. Let's just say I'm seeing a couple doctors. Anyhow, as you know, Rosemary hasn't made terribly too many appearances since after WrestleMania. A defense here or there. And I'm going to change that by picking a number one contender in a way that's never been done in this universe before. I will be holding a women's tournament featuring almost every Raw women's superstar we have at our disposal. And the first bracket is going to be 4 matches, one of which is going to be revealed tonight. And let me just tell you something, it's going to be fabulous. Gonna love it. Now, with that being said, enjoy the show. Dauro Ranallo, out.
Gotta love his admiration there. Even choosing to hang up the phone. Didn't even have to ask him. Anyway, so there we have it. We've been waiting, and our answer has finally arrived. A Raw Women's Championship tournament on its way, kicking things off here tonight. The first match is going to be later on tonight, I assume, in the main event, because we don't have a main event. So, if that's the case, hell yeah. I'm pretty good about that. I'm pretty stoked. So, I like it. Anyway, he said, it's going to be involving almost every member of the Raw Women's roster. The only one it doesn't involve is the Raw Women's Champion, of course, Rosemary. So, there are some incredible talent in there who all stand a chance of winning it, and some people who could be a dark horse in the tournament, or even to a better extent the use of the word, an underdog in this tournament. There are those there who could pull that off. Anyway, we're ready to kick things off here on Monday Night Raw. We are ready to start things off with the glorious one, Bobby Roode in singles action. I know very little about this matchup aside from Bobby Roode is in action, and he will have an opponent. That is about all I know, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot reveal anything more. Of course, when it comes to Monday Night Raw as a show, I am simply a viewer along with the rest of you. I am a commentator. I am not the general manager, of course. I don't have all the inside scoops, as much as I'd like to around here. So, Bobby Roode, who of course has not had the best of luck, to be fair, fitting in on this brand since coming over in the draft. But he's looking to try and turn things around with that here tonight with this victory over this mystery superstar, whomever it may be. And the glorious one for all the poise that he shows, and arrogance in some ways. There's no doubt about it that when he gets into the ring, Bobby Roode is a fine technical wrestler and can put on a fine technical wrestling match as well. But sadly for Roode, I guess in the landscape of Monday Night Raw, that just has not resulted in victories where he would like them to be. And that kind of sucks for someone like Bobby Roode, a two-time ECW television champion, former United States champion, former Intercontinental champion, and former world champion as well. Bobby Roode has achieved an awful lot within this universe. Him and Dean Ambrose, if I am correct on that statement, the only people to have held every secondary title within this universe on the 3 major shows. Nevertheless, Bobby Roode is ready for this one here tonight. Who will his opponent be on this evening? We await to find out. It could theoretically be anyone. It could just be anyone on the Monday Night Raw roster. It could be anyone. It could be me. It could be you. We don't know right now. But Bobby Roode knows he is in singles action regardless of it. Let's see what the Glorious One has to get himself involved with here. Nice attire for Roode here tonight. I was liking the robe on the way down to the ring. Okay. Don't really know right now. I will be honest. Haven't got the best idea. Whoever it is, they're certainly choosing to take their time on their debut here on Monday Night Raw. I think this theme is starting to click with me a little bit. Oh, this theme's definitely clicked with me! Oh, I was stupid! Oh, goodness gracious! Monday Night Raw does it again. They take another big signing and they run with it. It's Hirooki Goto. Again, another big change is made. Another big swoop brought in from Monday Night Raw. Hirooki Goto is the newest signing to the Monday Night Raw brand. That is pretty emphatic in its own right. I've got to say it. This man is something else in this ring. One of the hardest hitting, strong style wrestlers I've ever seen. And he has made his debut in this universe here right now on Monday Night Raw. Not waiting for NXT. The Raw general manager didn't want to leave him be down there. He wanted a first swoop at Hirooki Goto, and he has got it. Bobby Roode has to make his debut against Goto. A shake of the hands on Goto's debut, but Bobby Roode has to fight Hirooki Goto now. Let's see what Goto can do. Different styles, of course, around here, as opposed to his traditional strong style kind of mentality that he held over in Japan. Goto was one of the most successful talents in Japan, and what made it all the more spectacular in a way for Goto was the fact that he never won the main title over there. He was never IWGP champion, even with the loss of the likes of Tanahashi and Okada to this universe. Goto still never held that championship, but he may be looking for gold here in this universe, and in pretty emphatic fashion as he gets things underway against Bobby Roode right now. Off the ropes is going to come Roode back towards Goto. Counters that elbow though and hits a lariat to the back of Goto's head. This is of course equally a strong opportunity for Bobby Roode here. Big win here tonight for Roode to spoil the debut of for one, of Hirooki Goto, and two, show that the Glorious One is not someone who can be swept under the rug. Or slept on either, my apologies. Clothesline in the corner there again by Bobby Roode right now. This may be Goto's debut, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy for Goto in any ways. Good God, what a lariat there. Bobby Roode hitting the mat hard as a result of it. Goto goes up to that second rope rather. Did not connect. Flips his way out of that back suplex though. Goto now in position. Ushigoroshi from Goto. And that could find him in prime position to look to end this one. Hirooki Goto might look to win it here. Oh, this is not what I'm used. This is not the move I was expecting. Oh, he plants him down. Goto into the cover. There's two and a kick out from Roode at two. Not as easy of a Monday Night Raw debut as Goto may have been hoping for. Goto may have had it there, but Bobby Roode just too resilient to stay down here in this matchup. Too resilient to want to cave in, but the Glorious One needs to do something fast, or else Hirooki Goto's debut is going to be over pretty damn quickly. Goto up on the top rope now with Roode. Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Back superplex. That could wrap things up right here. Goto goes into the cover. There's, wow. Only a 1 count. And elbows now in the head by Hirooki Goto there. What a debut this has been thus far for Goto. He just needs to seal it off now with a victory. He's lifting up Bobby Roode again. There's been little fight back from Bobby Roode. Up on the shoulders here. Follows through into that fireman's carry slam. Bobby Roode has not had a move in this matchup ever since he got hit with that original maneuver. Goto now has him up. Oh, and just cricking that back there. Oh, that has got to hurt. It's being brought down on the shoulder of Goto, but still Bobby Roode will not give in here. He is trying to stay in this matchup. He may have done himself more favors just staying down so long ago. Hiroki Goto is absolutely all over him here. He's going to look for the Ushigoroshi again, maybe. He has him up. Oh no, fireman's carry. Flapjack there. Roode hitting hard into the mat. Goto picks him up once more. Turns him round. This is what I was looking for. No, it isn't. What the hell was that from Goto? A facebuster of sorts there, but Bobby Roode is finally starting to fight back. Bobby Roode starting to finally wake up now. Here goes Roode, ducks under twice. And gets a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker in as well. Bobby Roode looking for something here late on, looking for a late gasp of action in this matchup to try and get him the victory. Can it pay out the way the Glorious One wants him to? Stun gun there. Goto struggling a little bit maybe. Backed up against those ropes again. Bobby Roode now has him, but Goto stops in his tracks. And a running neck breaker drives Bobby Roode down. Bobby Roode is in huge trouble right now with every move Goto is hitting on him. Bobby Roode busted open by that diving fish drop there from Goto, who goes into the cover now, hoping to finish this, but Roode is showing tremendous heart. He won't want to give in this early. And he's going to get more elbows into the chest, though, as a receipt for it. And Goto this time is going to look for it. Is he going to go with what I thought he was going to go with at first? Yes, he will. Goto! GTR! That is what I thought would have been at the start of this matchup or earlier on. GTR connects. Goto covers Roode. 1, 2, 3. That is what I was talking about. Hiroki Goto, your winner in his Monday Night Raw debut. He has arrived to Raw, and now everyone better keep their wits about them. Goto is here to make an impact right away. Now, what is Monday Night Raw going to do about this man? What is everyone around here going to do about this man? What are some of the champions going to do about this man? I look at this man right away, and I already see a challenge for Lars Sullivan on its way. But then again, I'm not too sure if the Raw General Manager wants that to happen or not. Hiroki Goto, though, with an emphatic debut on Monday Night Raw here. Bobby Roode just could not get it going against him. What does that say about the man that is Hiroki Goto? Anyway, we're going to move on to our next contest here. Tag team matchup. The tag team division shaking about the bad blood with the new World Tag Team Champions crowned in the Revival. Coming up next, however, it will be neither of those in action. It will be the Ascension taking on someone. So already Monday Night Raw's had a pretty good start for it, I've got to say, with the arrival of Hiroki Goto, but things seem to keep on rolling on in this show here. Coming up next, we have this matchup between the Ascension and an unknown tag team. There are a lot of tag teams it could be. It could be another Goto situation where it's someone making their debut. It might not be. We'll have to wait and see. Whoever it is, they're taking on the Ascension, former ECW Tag Team Champions, my apologies. Dominant in that reign. Couldn't really get things going on SmackDown, but have already had a promising start on Monday Night Raw with a victory, with an opportunity rather, at the now former World Tag Team Champions and the Good Brothers. But now we see Connor and Victor preparing for this one. They know about as much as their opponents as we do, but that doesn't seem to matter towards these two men. They'll just look to have two more bodies they can welcome to the wasteland by the end of the evening and try and hot-tail themselves towards the first shot at those World Tag Team titles. But who could this one be, is the question. Who could be in action against these guys here tonight? And there's your answer from NXT. It is American Alpha. one of the longest tag team reigns in the history of this universe. They had down in NXT. Some seven and a half months with those NXT tag team titles. At the time they lost the belt, they were the longest reigning champions, the longest reigning current champions in the universe. American Alpha are here on Monday Night Raw now, and they are ready to make an immediate impact. This is something that the Raw Tag Team division needed. American Alpha is here, and they are here to stay, and they are here to make an immediate impact against the Ascension. Take a look at these two men back up in the Holy Land of Monday Night Raw as they may see it. And they prepare for this matchup here tonight against the Ascension. They had their year down in NXT to get things right. Well, let's see if things are right with American Alpha. Let's see how things go right about now as they get ready to go against the Ascension. It is Chad Gable going to be starting things off against Victor here. And let's see what has gone the way of American Alpha since they've been down in NXT. They had some huge matches while they were down there against the likes of the DCC. Of course, the current NXT Tag Team Champion, Sanity, including taking on both in a Tag Team Turmoil matchup. Where they walked out the winner. They lost the Tag Team titles to Sanity back at NXT TakeOver Orlando now some 3 months ago. But it has taken time to get them up here. But now they are here on the main roster and they are ready to make their impact. Tag has been made here. Jason Jordan with the atomic drop, and Gable comes running in with that big boot to bring down Victor. And here comes the powerhouse now of the team, quickly countered though by Victor, who may look for the opportunity to try and make the tag into the powerhouse of the Ascension now. Indeed he will. Connor tagged in here. Oh, Connor looking for something there. Both men kind of missed what they were hoping for there, but neither one able to get anything until Jason Jordan connected with that back suplex. Jordan now putting all his strength into that Irish whip, and it showed from the impact that Connor had coming out of that turnbuckle, and that one as well. Sent back now. And the tag is made again here. Chad Gable in. The legal man in this one now, but double team moves on their way. Double arm drag there from American Alpha. How they work in this one. How they're able to work together and get so much working to such precision as well. Like, there's such a well-fluid tag team. Over the top rope went Chad Gable there finally, which allowed Connor to make the tag into Victor. Both men flew at one another, but neither connected with it. Drop kick though, and down goes Victor now. Strikes raining in now on. Oh, big kick to the leg there of Victor as he was up against the ropes. Chad Gable there with a stun gun as well for his troubles. Let's see what we're going to have here. Oh, double underhook suplex into the armbar. Looking to try it for the tap out, but it's not going to happen there. Victor with the counter there anyway, and the Ascension may look to desperately try and change things around in this matchup. Fireman's carry, gutbuster there by Victor. It seems like another tag is going to be on its way. It's been frequent tags from the Ascension, but not for the right reasons. They have, though, managed to shut down Chad Gable for the moment. And things are suddenly not looking good for Gable right now. Connor has changed things around here. The powerhouse of the Ascension trying to shut down any hopes of an American Alpha victory here on their Monday Night Raw debut. Connor now picks up Chad Gable. What will he look for? Whatever he was, it was a counter by Chad Gable there. Tag made here. What are they going to plan on doing? Drops down, a drop kick there. Nicely done. Victor wants that tag in, but Jason Jordan isn't interested. No tag going to be made in this one. Jordan now looking to go at him here. Running shoulder tackle in the corner there, and Jason Jordan all of a sudden riled up and ready to go. Going to use his strength to his advantage. Capture suplex there, and Connor goes down. Connor not allowed out of the ring either, but he's able to counter there. And oh, just ran his way into Jason Jordan. Flattening. Pound for pound athlete from American Alpha. Just look at how Karl just threw him away there and into that big boot as well. A rough move. No doubt about it, and they may get even rougher. Suplex on its way. Great counter from Jason Jordan there. Slipped his way out of it. And Jordan now has Karl in the turnbuckle. There's the shoulder tackle. Overhead belly to belly, and Karl finds himself in huge trouble with potentially nowhere to go. In the corner, tag made from American Alpha. Here it comes. Grand amplitude. Victor held in the corner, and that one is over. American Alpha are your winners on Monday Night Raw. Welcome back, American Alpha. What a win to take. They had their time in NXT, and they have turned themselves into not only a well-oiled machine, but one of the most precise and dangerous tag teams, not for the fact of their weight, of their strength, or anything like that, just for the fact that they are perfect as a tag team. They get everything right, and they don't seem to be able to put a foot wrong in this whole situation. It's been a good start for American Alpha. Let's see how they can keep things going with a tag team division like the Revival, the Good Brothers, Heavy Machinery, TM61, the Ascension. Monday Night Raw has finally taken care of its tag team situation, if you ask me. Anyway, we're going to move on to our next contest here. I believe we are done with debuts for the night, which doesn't help because I can't remember what the next match is. I do not have the card in front of me to remember it. Anyway, instead of trying to guess what the card is, let's just move on to the next match. Whatever it is, up next. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, I know what it is. It is the Monday Night Raw debut of Damien Sandow as well, who've been waiting for in action for quite some time, but it is also the arrival of this man in singles action as well, Leo Kruger. He made his return to this universe a few weeks ago with that man accompanying him, Dean Malenko. Not really knowing why this team is aligned, but it has happened. I'm not too sure where Dean Malenko went or what Dean Malenko did to get Leo Kruger on his side. For certain, it is a team that makes almost next to no sense. It is a team, nonetheless, that we are looking at right here, right now. Kruger heads towards the ring for this one to start things off against Damien Sandow here. We saw him in that tag team matchup a few weeks ago, and the way he decimated those in action. Maybe in TM61, I'm not 100% certain on it. Oh no, I think it was Zack Ryder and Christian. But Damien Sandow in this one will be on his own, one-on-one against Leo Kruger. Malenko going to be watching on the outside. Doubt the man of 1,000 holds would choose to get involved. The Iceman will just watch on. But let's see how this one goes. Kruger amped up and ready to go here in singles action. Sandow better watch out, because he is a target in the eyes of Kruger. DDT right from the get-go. Let's see what Kruger will do in this matchup here. Bulldog early on, and Damien Sandow finding himself in huge trouble. Early cover here, trying to put away Sandow. Sandow came over to Monday Night Raw in the supplemental draft, I believe. Much to the enjoyment of the Raw general manager. However, he is yet to have the chance to make his debut. Though that has happened here tonight. Nice neck breaker there by Damien Sandow. Imagine what kind of a victory this would mean for Sandow over Leo Kruger. Suplex on its way. Indeed it is. Sandow connects with it there. Kick to the gut, countered. Oh, what a lariat there from Kruger. Let's see what else this dangerous man can do here. Just watching him destroy Sandow here, piece by piece in many ways. Sandow's trying to fight back, but this is different to Goto and Roode earlier on tonight. This is a completely different kind of athlete. Sandow is just being manhandled here. Kruger is lethal, dangerous, and you don't really know what he's going to do, whereas Goto follows the teachings of strong style. Kruger is just a time bomb, essentially. Just a ticking fuse waiting to go off. And Sandow is truly feeling the result of that one now, as he is being beaten down repeatedly in this one. Kruger took off the turnbuckle cover here, but Sandow still able to hang in with a kick out. What will Kruger look for now? Oh no. Oh, is Kruger going to go for it? He might be thinking it, but oh no, Sandow slipped out of the way there. Kruger just taking too long, and Sandow able to move out of the way as a result of it. Sandow thinking quite far away there. He's thinking quite optimistically, and yep, Sandow thinking too optimistically. Missed with that double axe handle, but has managed to stay in control here somehow. Oh, here come the dangerous moves of Sandow now. Full Nelson, just slamming that head repeatedly into the turnbuckle. Running knee does not connect, however. Oh no, this is going to hurt. Into the turnbuckle rung. Into that steel. That is not going to help you in any way. Sandow screamed out in agony when he collided with it. Karl clutch applied here. Sandow is going to tap out to it as well. Wow. Didn't even get to see anything like the slice or the hangman's facebuster. Kruger just in his own sadistic way able to put things over and done with that quickly in singles action here. Sandow seemed out of it the moment he was in this one, and Kruger made sure to get that point across. And you see here between the two sides a handshake between two unexpected tag team partners, but an alliance has been formed. Still begs the question though, how and why? But there is your winner in this one, Leo Kruger, with a destructive beatdown of Damien Sandow. There wasn't really that much the intellectual savior of the masses was going to do at all. Anyway, it was a different night of bad blood for two of these guys. It was a night of dismay in many ways for the Good Brothers losing their tag team titles, but it was a night of hope and prosperity for Kofi Kingston as he made his true run as a single star outside of the New Day with a victory over Shawn Michaels. Tonight, Kofi Kingston will look to continue that by going one-on-one against Luke Gallows. Alright, here we go. Like I said, last night was a tough night for these two men. It was a tough night for me as well watching it. The Good Brothers losing to the Revival in what was a downright incredible tag team matchup, I will say it. The amount of work that both sides had to put in to be victorious was absolutely... it was something else, really. But in the end, it resulted in these two men without their World Tag Team titles, which is a sight that is weird to see, even since their debut a year and a half ago now, almost 2 years ago now that I look at the date. They've always been synonymous with those World Tag Team titles, but it's just not here. And it's sad in a way for the Good Brothers, but I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to be worried. I mean, 4-time World Tag Team Champions, the most successful tag team in the history of this universe. I would say the greatest tag team in the history of this universe and in the world. There are chances for them to develop. There are still plenty of things they can do within this universe. It's not as if they're just going to lose that tag team title now and bow out. Things are going to still be good, I think, for the Good Brothers. Gallows are going to be in action here tonight. He put up one hell of a fight at Bad Blood. He was trying to just will the team on to the best of his abilities, but it just wasn't enough. However, here tonight, he will go one-on-one against this man here, Kofi Kingston. We saw him last night against Shawn Michaels, and what was a great performance by Kofi. He was shutting down Michaels. He kicked out of the Sweet Chin Music, and in that Trouble in Paradise. Phew. I have no idea how he connected with a move like that one, but he absolutely nailed Shawn Michaels with it and picked up the win. And not only the win, but the handshake from the Heartbreak Kid as well, showing that Kofi here on Monday Night Raw has a place and has something he can make happen. Of course, with his New Day members having gone down to NXT, there is a chance for Kofi Kingston to be his own guy, but you see them remembering them. The New Day logo on his attire is a new Kofi, a different Kofi. Still got that kind of vibe to him, that kind of upbeat vibe as we see him head towards the ring, but a different theme and all. And a different attitude as well to Kofi Kingston. Much more centered now on the in-ring action. Nice wrenching of the arm, though, by the 7-foot Luke Gallows. Kofi Kingston, though, not going to let that hold him down. From behind now in the hammerlock position. He cannot take advantage, though. Gallows, of all people, able to slip out easily. And wrenches on that arm as well. From behind now, Kofi might be in trouble. No, great work there by Kofi. Flips out of it and gets that clothesline. See what else Kofi Kingston get going early on here against this man. Off the ropes come Luke Gallows. Oh, what a foot stomp. That was a 7-foot leap there by Kofi Kingston. How do you do something like that? Gallows, though, just shrugging it off and coming back with a move of his own. You're off the ropes. No, neither man really got anything there. Just a collision between the two. Spinning back kick. Face first into the turnbuckle now. Over and over and over again goes Kofi Kingston. Oh, and all 10 of them did connect there. That is going to hurt Kofi. Good stuff so far, though. Counter, though, by Kofi Kingston there. Kicks now, just connecting. Kofi trying to get something going here. Oh, what a front flip kick. It's like a wheelbarrow, a cartwheel kick. That's what I'm looking for. Just launched himself in there. And Kofi now. Take a look at him rolling away here. Rolls him out of the turnbuckle only slightly so we can get that uppercut. Running knee in the turnbuckle as well by Kofi Kingston. Karl Anderson now getting a little bit involved. Not too sure how I feel about this one from the Good Brothers, but take advantage of any opportunity, I guess. And oh, Kofi throwing over there with that fall-away tiger suplex. Magma Claw applied here now. Just iron claw gripping down on that nerve, trying to trap it, trying to stop the blood and any nerve receptors flowing into the arm. Kofi, though, able to counter out of it. And oh, with a drop kick, both men go down. Kofi with chair in hand, but sends it out of the ring there. Not going to use it. Referee down there as a result of that drop kick as well. Oh, God. Gutbuster maybe on its way. Great counter there by Kofi Kingston. Just slipped his way out of it. The last possible moment. And Kofi now going to take himself up to the top rope. You can see he's feeling some of the pain from this matchup. Kofi up high. Guillotine leg drop from Kofi Kingston there. Kofi looked for a spinning kick there, but Luke Gallows just too much for him. Able to counter, and now a reverse suplex there. Gallows off the ropes. Double axe handle, misses it. Amazing to see that Gallows is able to do so many moves so much faster than Kofi as well. Maybe it's that even 24 hours after that grueling match of Bad Blood, maybe it just goes to show that fight that Gallows can have within him. But Kofi here just looking to use his speed to slip out of some moves now. Nice neck breaker there on Gallows. Kofi might be just going through the motions right now, trying to go with whatever can stick. Nice face buster, but you see Kofi staying down. The impact of the moves from the 7-footer have had their effect on Kofi Kingston. Both men getting themselves up to their feet. Nicely done there by Kofi. Backs up and allows him up to his feet. Sent into the turnbuckle. Counter there, though. Drop kick, and down goes Gallows. But there is Karl Anderson to get involved again. Like I said, I'm not a fan of it when such a thing is going on from guys I respect, like the Good Brothers. Up on the shoulders here. Oh, good God, this time there's no resting. Into the corner, and a power slam. Jesus Christ. Kofi felt the full impact of that one. And leaned right into that kick as well. Looking for the choke slam here is Luke Gallows. Is he going to get it? Yes, he is. Choke slam for Kofi. And all of a sudden, Kofi Kingston's on the back foot here and could be done for if Luke Gallows looks to try and end this, which he made there. Might have been thinking Gallows bomb. Got countered by Kofi. And a spinning heel kick sends them both down. Kofi, though, ready to go for it. Kofi lining himself up here for this one. Trouble in paradise to Luke Gallows. Take a look at that. Right in the dome of Luke Gallows. The 7-foot man falls and Karl Anderson getting involved. Come on, ref. I mean, you know, I don't like it when stuff like this happens, and it shouldn't be happening at all. Right about now. Kofi, though, able to slip his way out of that one. Nicely done indeed by Kofi. Stumbles back a little bit. Went for the Trouble in Paradise again. Was plucked out of thin air by Luke Gallows. Gallows now into the cover. How much torture has Kofi taken in this matchup? Well, enough to just barely get the shoulder up at 2. Gotta imagine though when the 7-foot man is covering you, it does take a lot out of you to kick out. Kofi should have won there off that Trouble in Paradise, honestly. Kind of annoyed that he didn't. Not a fan of the involvement in this one from Karl Anderson. Just let the match go on, man. I know you. You're much better than this. Forearm in the face. Trouble in Paradise again. Kofi Kingston nailed him. And Karl Anderson will distract the referee here. The argument keeps going on. Referee needs to sort that out pretty quick. And indeed, he will end the argument. Cover here by Kofi on Gallows. Is it enough? Yes, it is. Kofi Kingston just beat a 4-time World Tag Team Champion here on Monday Night Raw. Think about what that means for Kofi Kingston. What a win that is for Kofi. One half of the most successful tag team in the history of this universe. He just beat them. What does that say about Kofi? What does that say about where he's going? And not only did he beat him, he beat a 7-foot man in excess of 300 pounds who was throwing him about the ring and was able to pluck him out of thin air when he looked for trouble in paradise at one point. Great win again for Kofi Kingston. Another strong victory on the road towards whatever is next for this man. Regardless of it, this singles career for Kofi Kingston seems to be working out just great. Anyway, it is time for our main event of the evening here. The Raw Women's Championship Tournament shall commence. We're going to start things off with the first of the 4 matches of the quarterfinals. Let's see who is in it up next. Well, let us do this then. Our main event of the evening. And here comes the first woman involved in this tournament. Kind of did give the clue towards it, did the Raw General Manager, when he said it was going to be fabulous, and most certainly it is, because here comes Carmella first out in this one. She is going to be the first entrant here in this singles matchup here tonight. Carmella, who of course 24 hours ago challenged for the Raw Women's Championship and was very hastily defeated by Rosemary. She tried, but a different league, but this tournament can change things around, you know. This tournament can change people. We've seen it with the likes of King of the Ring being able to change people. Most notably Tyler Breeze, of all people, when it changed for him in a truly incredible fashion. Carmella now will look to start things off for her here, and I wonder how it's going to go in her first match of this tournament, or maybe even her only match of this tournament. All depends on who she's got to deal with. It could be Asuka, or it could be AJ. Oh, it is actually a pretty tough one for Carmella. It is the Queen of the Ring. It is not the Queen of the Ring. She was the runner-up. It is Gail Kim coming towards the ring. Was it the Queen of the Ring? I think it is the Queen of the Ring. Scrap that one. It is Gail Kim who heads towards the ring here for this one. Ouch. That's a tough one for Carmella to take on board. Gail Kim, one of the finest talents in the Raw Women's division. There is no doubt about it. Surprised that she hasn't been the one to finish Rosemary, but that is just how Rosemary has been able to operate. Carmella is going to have to do an awful lot here tonight in this main event to try and overcome Gail Kim and try and get a win here to advance in this tournament even further. Because we don't even know who she could be facing in the semi-finals. But what we do know is this is going to be one hell of a tough match for her. Both women are ready for this one, and Carmella will immediately walk outside of the ring temporarily and try and get a little break on the go before this one can even begin. I think she's trying to suss out her game plan, maybe. Carmella now going to look for a collar and elbow tie-up here, and just easily outmuscled by Gail Kim there. Very easily dealt with. Carmella pulling away, and oh, Mella with a cheap shot there towards Gail Kim. And Mella will look to leap in there. Clothesline takes her down. Early cover on Gail Kim now, but oh, that's not going to work out, is it? Kim is going to kick out right away. But she isn't able to kick out, or she isn't able to move out of these incoming stomps thus far. Carmella, though, in big trouble right now. Wrench of the hair, and down she goes. Gail Kim going to look for some big moves here. She looks to go on her way towards that opportunity that now awaits her after the reveal from Raw General Manager Dauro Ranallo that the women's tournament now, and this is the first match of this whole tournament to kick things off. Carmella with a hefty drop kick there from behind. Gail came in a bit of trouble here. And Carmella will take full advantage of it. Sending her into the ropes there. Just, oh, a nasty impact to take, no doubt about it. Pull of the hair as well. Carmella trying to take an early lead in this one between these two women. Cover, I was going to say, I think Gail Kim's foot was under the ropes there. Unfortunately for Carmella, she can't exactly get much more going to that. Hurricanrana now by Gail Kim into the cover. Going to try and put things away here. Almost did. Late kick out of 2 there by Carmella. And here goes Gail Kim now flying away with strikes towards Carmella. Mella believes she is money, but can she be the winner here tonight? It's going to be an uphill battle, certainly with the way things are going thus far. And now look at the way Gail Kim breaking down the leg there of Carmella. That is going to hurt you, whoever you are. Good counter, though, by Carmella. And look at this now, Mella trying to roll through here with a roll-up, but not going to happen there. Kim in the ropes, and that will reveal kind of the game plan that Carmella may have in store, which is not something you want to do against one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. Countered there, Gail Kim up high. What a drop kick to Carmella. Carmella now, oh, the arm attack. The legs and the arms getting attacked in this one thus far by Gail Kim. Finally, Carmella able to move herself away from those stomps, and now just starting to desperately rein in with some strikes in the turnbuckle. Not going to happen, though. Gail Kim with a reversal. And a nasty chop across the chest for good measure as well. Gail Kim will take things up to the top rope here. Carmella trying to force herself up to her feet, but she is not looking that good right now. She's looking dazed, staggered, confused, and hit with another drop kick. Cover by Kim. Can Carmella get herself out of it? Yes, she can. And at a fairly early 1 count as well, all things considered. Both women trying to find their way out of this hold right now. Carmella going to be the one to slip her way out of it. Nicely done there from Mella. And now here she goes, maybe, from behind. Oh, just pulling on the hair there and using it to an advantage to bring Gail Kim down. Carmella now, hip toss. What more can we see Carmella look for here? She might be trying to close things out. Indeed she is. Mella brings her down. Code of silence from Carmella. But oh, Gail Kim's foot was in the ropes there. Carmella's got to be infuriated at the fact that that was the case. Gail Kim able to fight back here. Uh-oh, what has Gail Kim got in store for Carmella? Wraps the arms around her. And the neck breaker connects. Gail Kim could be on her way towards the victory here in this tournament. Carmella could be out. She's trying to stay in it. Things aren't looking that good for her, though. Uh-oh, down in the snapmare and an elbow in the back of the head there by Gail Kim. Things could certainly be on their way towards being over. Gail Kim calling her up towards her feet. She's going to look to seal this fate here. She's going to look to finish this one. Looking for it defeat. Carmella counted it. Carmella slipped away out of it defeat there. And now Mella going to take full advantage. She rolls up Gail Kim. She rolls up Kim. There's the count. And oh, Carmella got her. Carmella just beat Gail Kim. What an upset in the first match of the first round of this tournament. Carmella rolls up Gail Kim and eliminates her. Talk about being smart. Talk about a fabulous win for Carmella to take on board. She bided her time. She was in deep trouble, no doubt about it. But Carmella rolled up Gail Kim there. A perfect counter to his defeat. Caught her off guard. 1, 2, 3. It was over. What a win for Carmella. And she advances in the tournament with Gail Kim, who I would have argued has been one of the strongest favorites, is out right away. What a story that tells. But that will wrap things up here in this episode of Monday Night Raw. Whoa, it's... Oh, wait. The Undertaker. Where did Taker come from? To be fair, those are questions that you never really want the answer to. And Undertaker, though, is not going to waste any time. He was talking about bad blood last night. He was destined on top. He exhausted himself. But it was so worth it for what he had to do to accomplish what happened last night. It pushed him to the limits. His prayers were answered by those up above, and his brother was allowed to go elsewhere. It was the escape of Kane that fueled the Undertaker, and there was only one thing he could gain with nothing to lose, and that was peace. Well, the Undertaker is done, and he realizes that maybe it was too late. He had to go to Hell in a Cell. He saw that Taker only walked out last night. He saw his body leaving Hell in a Cell, but his soul did not. In that aspect, Mordecai won, and Taker needs to go. He lost his purpose. Undertaker remembers himself as nothing more than a cage, and he is the animal. He cannot go on this way. This is not the way of the dead man. He will find his purpose to return, but for now, it is goodbye. That was the most human, down-to-earth, and almost right thing from The Undertaker. I felt like The Undertaker was a person for the very first time with what he just said. The dead man survived Hell in a Cell, but his soul did not. The Undertaker is taking an immediate leave of absence. And we don't know when he'll be back, but he will. Well, to the dead man, to The Undertaker, we will miss you. And I hope you're back soon.